Hey everyone, this is Rocco Boxer with a new drone video. I was in California in the San Diego area for business, and so I got up early one morning, met up with a pal, and went out to Pacific Beach. And we've recorded the beach as well as a pier and some really good scenery. So I want to share that. Before we get into that, I wanted to share a little bit about how we made sure it was safe to fly there. Used a couple of different apps. One was this B4UFly app. You can see there on the lower part of the screen. It gives you a few warnings, tells you a few different things. You can seek out where you're going to be. We were going to be in Pacific Beach, and I can now see, relatively simply whether it's safe to fly where I want to be. And those shaded areas indicate where you can't fly, and then the clear area there without that amber shading indicates where you can fly. So took an Uber from where I was restricted, up to Pacific Beach and the Crystal Pier, and got some pretty good shots that you'll see in a minute. Okay, so we looked at the B4UFly app to see what the current situation was for our flight. There's also another way, and that is to look at the sectional charts. And for those folks that are certified drone pilots, commercial drone pilots, they're familiar with these. But I learned about them as I got certified, and just thought I'd share and look up where I was actually flying to see what the situation was. So you can see that these cover the whole country, but we're going to zoom in on San Diego International Airport space, and you can see this Crystal Pier is exactly where we're going to be. These blue lines indicate Class B airspace, and for the most part, you can't fly in Class B airspace for sure, but the whole ceiling above the ground is not necessarily classified Class B airspace. In this case, where we are, it's going to be 1,800 to 10,000 feet Class B airspace. So under where we're going to be, like 400, we can actually fly there. If we were a little south, you see the surface to 10,000. You just add 2 zeros to all the numbers on these figures. You see surface to 10,000, that is Class B airspace, and since we're going to be at the surface, we cannot fly there. And a little north we could fly, a little south we can't. So you can see that we're in good shape for this shape. And if you notice, you remember on the B4UFly app, you'll see this border where we were restricted, and then north of that we were okay. And this is why. This is actually the sectional map that pilots would use that govern the airspace, and that's how the image that was shown on B4UFly was actually derived. So just thought I'd share that with you. Okay, so without further ado, here's the video we set out to take. It's Pacific Beach, San Diego, California. You can see the Crystal Pier off to the right, and I'll fly around a little bit and spend some time on the beach and over the pier and show you the sights. And also got some really nice footage of the surf, and that's in a couple minutes. But you can see those little dots there on the right side offshore. Those are all surfers. You see several of those folks and people on the beach. It was really early. You can see the sunrise in the background, obviously to the east. And you can see the beach grooming equipment there on the beach off to this, like the center lower part of the screen. It was an incredibly calm morning, very little wind. It was perfect conditions, to be honest, to fly a drone, but I had some work obligations. I couldn't spend a lot of time there, but I was really pleased to get these shots. Here's the Crystal Pier. You can see that little group of folks that are in a semicircle. They're a prayer group or a yoga group that's there. Couldn't tell which. but they were on the beach. It was a really nice morning, so they were having a pretty good session there. I'll fly out over this Crystal Pier. You can see there's some housing, and you can rent for people there as well. It's a gated community. You'll see the archway in the front where there's gates to control access to that. It's open during the day. You can walk out on the pier during the day. And then I'll fly out over the pier and take some shots over the pier and down the pier. See some more surfers and just fantastic conditions for flying the pier. Here's some really cool views of the surf. This is a perfect morning. The angle of the light reflecting off the waves is pretty neat. And I'll do some quick views of the surf coming in, as well as kind of straight down some of the patterns of the foam and the waves. I'm super pleased with the Mavic Pro's camera. This 4K camera is amazing. Of course, we can't view it in 4K, but I could on my TV, and it is astounding. Now I'll head back to the little cul-de-sac there right before the pier. That's where we're standing. And then you can cruise past that lifeguard station. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate this. You could hit like. That would be great. And if you subscribe to the channel, you can see future videos. And if you want to share this out there, that would be appreciated too. Thank you.